Do you fancy a brand new 4x4 pickup truck? Well, how about a Suzuki Carry? This is a brand new example. It's here at West Wales Customs down in Kidwelli, and they are now available in the UK, fully modified with a fog light to meet UK regs, and they've got lift kits coming as well. But this is the base model. It's got four-wheel drive, but we've still got wind-up windows, no central locking, but you do get aircon. So we decided to see what these little trucks offer. You can buy them for $14,995, I think, plus VAT. And if you check out the website spvehicles.co.uk, that's who's bringing them in, and West Wales Customs here are one of their distributors. So we better talk some Suzuki Carry history. It goes back a very long way. You may remember seeing the Suzuki Super Carries on sale in the UK in the 1980s, also sold as the Bedford Rascal and built at Luton. But the Carry story goes all the way back to 1961, when the original version came along. Back then they were restricted to 360cc, two-stroke engines, and the original one, super cute. But this is now the 11th generation of Suzuki Carry, and oddly has many badge engineered versions as well. This one is a pickup truck, so we got the drop down tailgate at the back. Just before we go there, 350 kilogram payload on this, which is not bad because this is a tiny little truck. So we can undo the tailgate at the back, that drops down, and then we can drop the sides down as well, giving you a completely flat load area. There's a little panel here which actually is for your engine access. We've got some access from the cab, as we'll see, but this panel comes out. That is where the engine is, and we can see that quite clearly, because if I put this side back up and we come and look underneath, you can quite clearly see the transmission. In fact, it's a bit of a low point, so if you were to do some serious off-roading in your 4x4, you might want to beef up the protection. But yeah, there is 658cc engine, and behind that is a 3-speed, I think it is, with overdrive automatic transmission. We've got simple leaf springs at the back and selectable 4-wheel drive to lock in the front. So inside, nice big wide opening door. We've had to come into the shade because it's sunny in Wales. It's a miracle. But if I hop in, you do sit right above the front wheel, so you've got that classic Volkswagen camper van driving position. There's not an awful lot in here. It's very, very minimalist. We've got this super simple dash cluster. You can see basically we've just got that, and if I pop the key in, we'll get to cup holders. Calm down. That is it. So it has done 100 kilometers. It's got auto lights, which it's just pinged on because it thinks we're in the dark. So that is very, very minimalist. We've got the little petrol gauge, 100 kilometers on the clock, and a couple of trip positions. But yes, cup holder, indicators right because JDM, just 2 pedals down here, the manual windy windows and manual locks also, hazard lights. That sounds like an actual relay. And look, we've got aircon, and down here there's auto stop start you can turn off. There's your 4-wheel drive button. You can turn your traction control off, and this is very neatly let in. That is your rear fog light, which would not be part of the JDM package. In fact, down here is the blanking plug that was taken out. So I like that. That is a really neat installation. Little ashtray down here that tells you not to smoke. That's amusing. A little 12-volt power outlet for your essential charging. More dash vents, airbags both sides, dinky little glove box, and on the bottom it's even got the Japanese market flare, the distress flare, should you encounter trouble and need to alert people.
Interesting question. Do you now have to have a flare in Spain?
There's a beacon you have to have in Spain. Spanish rules have just changed, so a little aside there. We've got another blanking plug, over here for something, maybe front fogs, a little oddment tray, and the seats are very thin. And if you're wondering what this is for, well, this is some of your engine access. So first of all, you must fold the seat forward, and then you unclip these two clips down the bottom, and then you can tilt the entire seat, and then this bit of string becomes your stay. You hook it around there. Oh, he says, there we go. Holds it out the way so you can top up your screen wash. I've also got access to the radiator, the aircon condenser, and the dipstick is just down here at the back, so you can check the level of the engine. You've got some fuses here as well. No idea what's under that one. Should we have a look? Right, so this seat back is actually bolted, but look how thin it is, and the head restraints too, just to make sure you don't headbutt the glass behind you. More fuses and relays by the look of it, and coolant top up is over on this side as well. And you top up the engine oil, so top up the engine oil this side, but you check the level that side.
It's not exactly far away, dear.
It's not very far away, no, but you have got to tilt both of them to do an oil check. Right then, we shall hit the brake pedal into drive. I've already got the handbrake off. Comprehensive instrumentation ahead of me. Steering, is it power assisted? It does seem quite light. But on these tiny little roads of Kidwelli, it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I think that must be power steering, but only lightly assisted. Maximum payload is 350 kilos. I wonder if that changes things a bit. Might smooth out the ride. It's a little bouncy over this broken terrain. Now look at this for dramatic. Straight through the archway. Indicators right, of course. And smoothly you're away. 20 miles an hour limit, so it keeps the revs nice and low. So yeah, it's quite minimalist, especially for what is a brand new truck. It's just 77 kilometers on the clock, and the seat is not massively padded, so I'm not sure this would be ideal long distance transport. It's definitely a bit bouncy over the bumps. Put some fan on. Whoa, oh, that's potent. Now we've got aircon as well. Does that bring us to a halt if we put the aircon on? No, doesn't seem to make too much of a difference. And then we've got electrically selectable four-wheel drive, which I'm guessing you should probably only do at low speeds. I'm not sure there's a centre differential between the two axles, so you might be at risk of damaging the transmission if you engage four-wheel drive, other than when you really need it. And on slightly soggy tarmac, you don't really need it. Crazy to think this is the 11th generation Suzuki Carry. It's a long history going back so far. Of course, there's the generation we know well as the Bedford Rascal. That was the 5th generation, I think. Also sold as a Holden Scrum, was it?
Christmas house.
Oh yeah, that is all of the Christmas. Wow. Your key question is going to be, with just 658cc and an automatic transmission, is it woeful on the faster roads? Well, soon we shall find some, and then I can tell you. Oh yeah, all the way up to 30 miles an hour. There's good visibility, nice mirrors, nice size, and I note we've even got a passenger airbag. Luxury of luxuries. What use that is when the entire front panel slams into your face, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe just more for effect. Right. Make good noises. That's us cruising at 50 miles an hour. That's pretty composed for a tiny little truck with a tiny little engine. Bit of road noise coming through, not much engine noise because the engine is kind of actually behind us. This is properly mid-engined. But yeah, very quick to rev up as soon as you press the throttle even a little bit. We don't want to go too far with so few kilometres on the clock. This is still getting run in, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, the turning circle.
Thank goodness I have four-wheel drive. So minimalist, there is just so little instrumentation, and even the radio has just got the speaker built in. Let's go and have a pootle down this way and see what's about. To Minna-for-Garrick. Brakes are good, to the point you don't want to press them too hard in case you perform a stoppie. I don't think it would, but you know,
Try it.
I'm not going to try it, no. See, indicators in the headlamps, can't see them. Oh gosh, the heater is fierce. So I've got no temperature gauge, but we can tell when the engine's getting nice and toasty. It certainly isn't going to be your long distance commuting thing, but with the four-wheel drive, it'd probably be quite handy as a little farm wagon. It's only a lot cheaper than a John Deere Gator or something of that class, and more practical as a road vehicle as well, because the Gators top out at 30 miles an hour. This will quite happily do 50, 60. Show it even the slightest hill, woohoo! And yeah, it kicks down and the engine screams away. Oh, they're good balance on the bends because of the mid-engine layout. But yeah, as soon as you're on the throttle, it's kicking down. I think the fast-flowing roads of Wales probably weren't what the engineers had in mind when they were designing this, but it does do it. You just got to accept that the engine has no low-down torque because it's tiny. It is less than the capacity of 2 cans of Coke. Sorry, this road is taking it out on my camera lady. Yeah, I think whoa, that's a sudden stop. Hello, we'll be testing the ABS. Wrong side. Let's go downhill, might be more relaxing. Yeah, the ABS does work, can confirm. For what it is, the road manners are pretty decent. It achieves a decent speed quickly enough. On these roads, because it's a commercial vehicle, we're limited to 50 miles an hour anyway. But I imagine it would do motorway speeds, but it would be screaming. Yeah, if you need a little practical wagon, this is absolutely ideal, I think. The other K-truck we tested, the Nissan Clipper, there was a badge engineered version of this, because the Clipper we drove was a badge engineered Mitsubishi Minicab, but Mitsubishi gave up and then started rebadging these Suzukis instead. So both the Mitsubishi and the Mitsubishi and the Nissan are rebadged Suzuki Carries, and so is the Mazda Scrum. So alternatives to these, you've got the Honda Acti and of course the Daihatsu Hijet. Woo! Oh, it's got a stop start, I didn't realise that. But this short nose is great for these tight junctions where you can't see out. And away we go, being followed by a Nissan L Grand for JDM Convoy. Can't catch me, L Grand. With my 658cc of fury. Well, there we go. That is a lot of fun on 4 dinky little wheels. The Suzuki Carry K-Truck. I think a genuine alternative when you look at how much a John Deere Gator or something of that ilk costs. And sure, this hasn't got the absolutely killer 4-wheel drive system of one of those, but it can get itself out of a sticky situation, be much cheaper to buy and run. And yeah, a fascinating little thing. I'm so glad little K-trucks like this are coming to the UK now. So link will be in the description below where you can find out much more about them. Thank you for watching. We shall see you in a future video. Farewell. You call those pickups? This is a pickup. Woohoo!